Hey, what's up everyone? So in today's video, I'll be reviewing the return of the Adidas Intimidation in collaboration with New Jersey local Packer shoes. I'll have the recent low pair they released in December of 2024, and I also have the high top pair they released back in 2023 that I never got a chance to review for you guys. So let's do like a quick comparison between both pairs, give you guys some information about this release and about this collaboration. So let's jump into it. Let's talk about these. So the high top pair that I have here in this mostly gray color released back in May of 2023 alongside another colorway as well. I feel like this collaboration in general flew under the radar and it was a very underrated collab back in 2023. Similar with the low pair that I have here that recently dropped. These dropped back in December of 2024. And again, it's been a collab that a lot of people are not really talking about. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I really didn't know much about this Adidas Intimidation model. First thing that I thought was when I first saw it that they looked a lot like Yeezy 500s. Well, in case you didn't know, you were someone like me, the Adidas Intimidation actually released back in 1999, and the shoe was designed by Shane Ward. You'll also find the same cushioning system on the KB83s. All right, so the shoes come in different Adidas boxes. The pair from 2023, the high tops comes in an OG style Adidas Originals box, where the recent one from 2024, the low top, comes in a more modern Adidas box, as you can see here. What's really cool, even though they both come with a card, you know, kind of explaining the shoe a little bit, the high top one did come with more information, giving you some information about the original pair from 1999. And it does go into explaining what the sort of mindset was as far as the idea for Packer to, you know, dive into the archives to bring out this shoe. As I said earlier, designed by Shane Ward. Low top version comes with this card. All right, so looking at both pairs, obviously the biggest difference between the two is you got the high over here, you got the low on this side. And honestly, the difference between the height of the shoes is not that much different. It's pretty close. The high top does have this additional padding here on the heel compared to the low top. It doesn't have that. These lows also come with an additional pair of laces in this dark brown color. The high top one there on the tongue area, you will see the Intimidation branding, where on the low top it does have Intimidation and also Packer. So it does show there the collaboration between Packer shoes and Adidas, which is cool. Also on the inside of the low tops, you do have Packer on the left shoe and then that cartoon on the right shoe, where the high top also has the Packer on the left shoe. So as you can see there, you have the Packer and the regular Packer font, the cartoon there as well. You do have similar branding placement here on the toe box on the low top. Because of this colorway, you can barely see the Adidas. It is translucent there, which is a nice little detail, but you can barely see it from afar, where on the high top it does have that yellow, so it makes it pop. High top, you do have an Adidas logo there as well. However, on the low top you do not. On the heel part of the shoe, additional Adidas branding there. On the high top, nothing on the low top. Also, you'll notice that on the high top you don't have the pull tab, you know, stitching all the way through the middle. You obviously have it up here, where on the low top it is there stitched all the way through. On the low top you have a nice suede material there in the brown color. On the high top you also have some suede here in the gray color as well, which it does give the shoe a little bit of a premium look, which I do appreciate, and it is very cool. They both have a mesh base here. You know, the most interesting design on this pair on the upper part is this TPU on both the lateral and the medial side of the shoe. It's supposed to mimic like the structure of your foot. You also notice that the mesh design on the low top did change compared to on the high top. It stayed pretty much the same all the way through the tongue on the high top pair. The midsole and cushioning system here is the Adipreme, as you can see here, obviously similar to the one you'll find on the Yeezy 500 and even going back to the KB83s. The outsole here is supposed to mimic 3 natural curves of the human foot. As far as the colorway on the high top, it's basically a gray color shoe with black. You had this off-white midsole, and then the outsole does have some translucent materials as well. Really nice colorway here, guys. Obviously, you also have the pop of this yellow color on the Adidas logo, which it is very nice. With the low top version, again, you have this really nice blue color here that goes from a light blue all the way into a darker blue. Obviously, black hits as well. What makes it really nice too is the dark brown on this. It looks really cool. cool, mostly here on the tongue and then all the way to the back of the shoe. The brown is very dark, so you know, without good lighting it's gonna look like it's black, but it is a nice little, you know, detail here as far as this colorway. Very nice here as well. And the outsole is mostly a light and dark gray color. When it comes to sizing with this pair, I recommend you go with your regular size. Me personally, I went with a 9.5 on both of these because when I first tried on the high top version, I feel like the size 10 felt a little bit too long for me, and I was having some heel slippage, especially with the way, you know, the laces are. Like, even though you can lace these up pretty high, you don't really get enough tightness around the ankle collar area. So I felt some heel slippage, so I decided to go with a 9.5. I did the same thing with the low tops as well. I guess, I don't know, to play it safe, just go with your regular size and hopefully that'll be good. As far as comfort with this model, I guess honestly, they're not really super comfortable. They're okay, to be honest. Okay enough for regular lifestyle, that's okay. But this cushioning system, I mean, it's not super soft or mushy or anything like that. It's more on the firmer side. And the inside of the shoe, I guess it doesn't have like a lot of soft material, so you are gonna feel the upper part of the shoes on your toes a little bit, but they're not super comfortable, even though this cushioning system kind of looks like it is, but it really isn't. All right, guys, so my overall thoughts on both of these pairs, the highs and the lows. I mean, again, I think this collaboration, guys, is so good. It's really under the radar, not a lot of buzz behind this collab, and I do give Packer Shoes a lot of credit for grabbing a, you know, archival shoe and taking a chance on something like that instead of going with a safer shoe. Maybe, you know, with the whole height of Sambas, they could have done a Samba, for example, but they decided to go with something different. And I think that was really cool to have both iterations, a high top and a low top. And again, I give them props for taking a chance on a shoe that a lot of people didn't really know about, and probably most people's reaction was gonna be like, hold up, those look like Yeezys. Like, here's Adidas again, taking from Yeezy styles and implemented it on these, and actually it was the other way around. So it was cool to be able to uncover that true story of this model, forgotten model, that we immediately associate this shoe, this model, with the Yeezy 500, or overall just Yeezys in general, because it also does remind me of like a Yeezy 500 V3, especially with the upper of the TPU here. But again, both colorways are nice on these pairs. You know, it's really hard for me to choose which one I like the most. Maybe I kind of like the low top a little bit more. And also with the current trends of wearing baggy jeans or baggier pants, I think that this shoe looks really good on feet. Overall, mad props to Packer Shoes, mad props to Adidas for bringing this thing back. And again, it's a very low-key collab, and it is cool to wear, you know, something different like these. So with that being said, let me throw these on, show you guys how they look on feet. All right, guys, so that's it for me. Hopefully this video brought you a detailed look of the Adidas Intimidation and Packer Shoes in the high top and low top. Let me know in the comments below which one of the two silhouettes you prefer, high top or the low top version. And like always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. To all the new subscribers, thank you. Anybody who's stopping by for the first time, please feel free to subscribe, like the video, comment below. That's only gonna help the channel grow, and I can't do that without you guys. Also follow me on Instagram and Threads at Guy and Kicks. And that's it, guys. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.